What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel where I talk and do everything pinball. So if that sounds interesting to you, then hit that subscribe button down below. I'm back with another video, and I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit of a short one. And that is how to install the metal leg protectors as well as the metal cabinet support brackets that can go inside of your cabinet. So, let it roll. Okay, here we go. So here we have a standard Data East leg bolt bracket. So what this does is that it mounts to inside the cabinet, like so down here, using these two kinds of screws. And that allows the leg bolts to go through the wood. And basically it keeps the leg bolts mounted to the cabinet. Now the issue with these is that that's how much support you've got. So nudging or moving your machine periodically, or even occasionally more often than that, is not giving your cabinet as much support as what these can do. I mean, look at this. Old and busted, new hotness. Okay? So this is the old, and it only supports basically right here on the corner of the cabinet. Just right there in the corner. Whereas the new one mounts and is secured on this side of the cabinet and this side of the cabinet. 3 screws. Bolts go through here, gives the cabinet and legs much stronger support, and that's what we're going to do with this cabinet today. So continuing on with this, the only downside about ordering these is that there's no other hardware that comes with it. So when it comes to bolts or screws that mounts into your cabinet, that is going to be up to you to provide. So one of your sources that you can do to get, providing all that is through Titan Pinball. They sell the hardware for, all ins and outs of your pinball machine that you could be using. Let's see what all comes in here. You got different all sizes of nuts in here, as well as your screws and some washers for all different types of projects. So the good thing is that they provide certain bolts and screws that would be useful for this project. So I'm going to be utilizing it. Basically, it's 6 for each leg. So we're going to have 24 of these screws. Now, granted, I may or may not have 24 all of the same size, but then you got to think how far into the cabinet it's going to go and the thickness of the metal as well. So with that thickness going into the wood, that's as far as it going into the wood right there. And that's fine. So let's talk about another product. Here we have some cabinet protectors. These are the metal ones that are also available through Marco, and they are mounted on your cabinet like so. One screw goes in right here, and one screw goes in on the other side. Now, what this is going to do is protect cabinet artwork and further wear from legs moving around whenever someone's nudging your machine. It's not going to be causing any damage to your cabinet. So these are another product that I highly recommend that you install on your machine, especially if you have decals. Decals is where this thing's really going to come in handy to keep it from wrinkling the decals over time. I'm going to be putting these on here and putting the leg bolt through and threading it through to where it's going to be exactly in the position where I want it to be in on this side of the cabinet over here. And once I get it all tightened into place where the leg bolts are actually going to be, then I will screw in the actual leg bracket inside the cabinet. So let's do this. Now this is something that's completely optional here, guys, but I do highly recommend that you do this, and that is by cutting around the perimeter of your cabinet leg protectors. This is going to basically keep it from causing your decals to wrinkle. This is not something that you have to worry about for the screen printed cabinets. This is mainly just for those that install the decals on your cabinet, because if you do not do this, then you have a very high chance of causing the decals to wrinkle due to nudging and just movement in general. So by cutting around the perimeter of this leg protector, I'd say go about maybe a millimeter or two around the metal, and that should basically make it to where you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, for those that have concerns about whether or not this is going to be visible, you will see by the end of the video that it is completely not visible. So like I said, a real quick video. If you liked what you saw and maybe even learned something, be sure to give me that thumbs up to let me know. And if you haven't already, do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below. That way you can be notified of whenever I upload something for your viewing pleasure. Until next time, guys. Peace out.